Oh boy. Yes, people, I am back. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a bit of a mad one, but I'm all good. I'm back in a place. Thanks to the raw ones. Thanks to everyone in the group that has been showing concern for me. Wondering if I don't know, possibly got my ass arrested or something. Shouts out to the people them who are already in the comments. We've got Phil Mitchell, Heather, Daniel He, and Joe Montana. Let's hope they're still here. I did try and click the live button as quick as I could to try and show you that I do love and miss all of you guys. Now, guys, it's called The Weekend Rundown. Not the best title in the world, but you know what I mean by that. I just want to quickly get into everything good. Arsenal, clearly we won 4-0. Havertz scored his first league goal for Arsenal, a penalty. Boy, didn't really catch the game, didn't go live. So, you know, obviously I've had a couple of mad ones and situations going on. Guys, first things first, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. I'm going to quickly get the stream out there, as yes, I always do. Try and get some of the real ones in. Oh, guys, first things first. Hold on, sorry. Please be liking the video, guys. Ever so important for me right now. Joe, hit the like button. Everyone hit the like button, please. It's ever so important. Let's try and get the real ones in. Daniel He, what do you think? How old Harry Kane in Germany? He is certainly doing well. What do you think, my brother? Yeah, we always knew he was class. We always, I think, knew that going to Germany or any other country in the world wouldn't actually phase this guy. So there you go. Do be getting the likes of the video. Do be subscribing if you're new, guys. Let me just get a couple of few ones in. Yui, yo! What's going on, Yui, my superhero? What's good, my brother? Offend the Please, please, please be getting the likes on the video, guys. Do be subscribing if you is new. I'm back in the building. What is good in the hood? Let's just try and get one or two people in, and we'll take the show from there. Shouts out. Let's hope Lee Akers is in the building. Where's old Lee Akers? Lee Akers. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, guys, I will get into the chats and conversations all properly. Give me 10 seconds, literally. I'm sure John Arby would already be here. Let's just click him in the message. Akers. Anyway, right, let's drop the phone for a second. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. What is good in the hood? Emil Smith Rowe, did he appear to be crying yesterday on the pitch? What's up with him? What does that mean? Is he leaving Arsenal Football Club? There is rumours Newcastle are watching him. Not really sure if, unless he's injured, what's going on with Joe Willock this season. We know they probably wanted Maddison. Fuck me, Maddison would have probably set Newcastle alight this season. Do you know what I mean? We're all seeing how good Maddison is, guys. First of all, UE, real ones, what do we think of the result, the 4-0 win? Just joking, first L of the season coming versus City. I would imagine so, guys, but then Rodri, Calvin Phillips, for me, even though I've been sort of out of touch with football, didn't really catch the City game yesterday, but where they're losing, you must think they're missing old Rodri, do you know what I mean? So I would imagine, I don't know. Could City be back in the market in January? They're not going to like this. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool, Tottenham, Liverpool yesterday. Me and John Arby have been telling you about Ange Postecoglou for a little while. As WB was with me just as all the games was kicking off yesterday, I was like, listen, guys, whoever wins this game could finish above Arsenal, whether it's Tottenham or Liverpool. Even though it's an early prediction to make, I was like, Tottenham are looking good. They've had a big test, Arsenal away, who finished second last season, 2-2 draw. Liverpool have been grinding out them results, and I was like, you know what? I reckon they're top four this season. Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, very good chance of top four. Chelsea, obviously, rubbish again. Man United have stalled. I think Newcastle would like to say one or two things about that. I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think? Yes, pretty much. It is John RB. In Scotland, honestly, there is no competition. Like, you see when all these owners and these Americans and guys from Saudi Arabia want to buy a club, I know there's no money in Scotland, but could you imagine if you bought an Aberdeen? Forget the Celtic Rangers or Hearts, and you're a Saudi investor, do you know what I mean? Surely, quickly knock their shithole down, make it a 30,000 fucking nice looking stadium. There's got to be money in Scotland, do you know what I mean? There's got to be. You see these Saudi guys buying little French teams. Like, you can't. It doesn't cost £100 to get into a fucking Lens versus fucking I don't know, Monaco game. But Scotland has been affected with, I don't know. There seems to be no youth. Like, that would save Scotland right now. Even if people like, I don't know, who's Scottish. I don't know who's Scottish and really give a fuck. But if there's anyone coming through the academies in Scotland, First of all, you've got to try and keep them at the Celtic and Rangers for a couple of seasons, not give them up at 15 and 16 to the first bidder from the Championship or your low, middle-of-the-road Premier League team. Scotland is a disgrace, bruvs. So to answer that without getting into it for 20 minutes, bruvs, he has to go 3-1 to Aberdeen, home or away. It's just not good enough. Celtic and Rangers have to be so far ahead of these teams, first and second. You know what I mean? They've just got to be wondering who's taking points off who. Hold on 1 minute. Wow, what a dickhead reply that was on WhatsApp. Guys, do be getting the likes in the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. What is good, my brothers and sisters? Let's get the conversation going. UE, what you saying? Let me just get into what UE is saying. Hold on, people. Let me get my bollocks together. Right, let's put the phone over there. So no, it was about Celtic and Rangers. As I said, they've got to be challenging each other. If the only one thing that Ange Postecoglou never done at Celtic for me was make a difference in Europe. Not much on our bedtime soon for me. You wait right there, gal. We have been poor so far this season. 1 point off City, and the same as Spurs, who everyone is raving about. I get it, UE. I get it. And I say it was a drop 2 points at home to Tottenham. You've got to make the statement. What about Fulham down to 10 men? That was fucking disgraceful. I'm sure fucking Man City or someone kicked the fuck out of them 5-6-0. So yeah, I don't know. Jesus is on 1 goal. What, are we 7 games in? Is that really good enough? Nketiah is on 2. Guys, a lot of people say sometimes I'm a bit pessimistic, whatever. I don't know. Does any of you guys actually still hold this torch or candle for fucking Eddie Nketiah? Why is Gabriel Jesus not playing? I really have a sneaky suspicion here, do you know what I mean? And I'm always right somewhere along the line. Why would you be playing? If Trossard and Martinelli were available, why do I still think Nketiah would be starting as the 9? But anyway, point being, yes, he won a penalty yesterday, Nketiah, but bruvs, you're not a Premier League striker. Getting called into the England team fucking gassed him up. Did he play a single minute? No, fuck you. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Who played for Bournemouth yesterday, come through the Invest Academy. No, I get it. And there is more. McGinley, whether it's the midfielder at Brighton. Chelsea have had a couple. Do you know what I mean? These guys, number one, would have to stay in Scotland for a little bit longer first, in my opinion, people, to make Scotland like a serious fucking stamping ground. I don't know. Scotland has lost it. I haven't, bruvs, been totally out of football weekend. I'm sure you guys won. Shouts out to Joe Montana. Leicester definitely coming back to the Premier League. Liverpool got robbed yesterday. Bruvs, Easy was in bits. He phoned me up. I actually thought big man thing, like, wallah, he was going to cry. He was like, we got robbed. Excuse me, out of order. I haven't seen it. But let me read the comment. Shouts out to UE. Liverpool got robbed yesterday with that goal. They said they made a mistake. About plus 10 men, Spurs looked ordinary and they couldn't be our worst team. Very true, but they still got a draw and they still beat Liverpool. So you can flip that, UE, honestly, and say, man, if that's them playing shit and just struggling along, imagine if they did have Harry Kane. Imagine if Levy wasn't such a prick. I'm sure Ange Postecoglou wants 1 or 2 players in January that could light up Tottenham. He plays an attacking brand of football. I'm surprised they never went for Ansu Fati or Rafinha. He likes tricky wingers, do you know what I mean? He got Manor Solomon on a free. With all respect to Manor Solomon, bros, he's a fucking... Do you know what I mean? So, fuck that. Ange hasn't even started yet, brother. And for once he's drawing at the Emirates and beating Liverpool, I don't know. I see it as a warning, bros. They ain't got to go through their 1-11, bros. It ain't the greatest in the world, bros. It is not the greatest. Maddison's made a big difference. I'm telling you, if Harry Kane was still there, fucking hell, mate. Imagine that front 4. Maddison, that's why they've brought Basuma and whoever in the midfield, just to defend. Just like Vieira and Petit used to at Arsenal, and our front 4 used to go mad. This is what Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, Jesus needs to do. These 4 need to concentrate on all of the goals. Because why would you have an ever attacking midfielder like Havertz alongside Rice? It just makes Rice have to do too much work. Solid in the middle, the front four has to do the work. I've been suggesting something like this, but again, with the Martinelli and Trossard not being available, seeing how super thin our squad is, we must buy squad players. We bought squad players. Jacob, Trossard, you know what I mean? What the fuck? Saudi in the summer or next summer? Latest. Why do you think that? What, just a money reason? Because if he ever wants to be in the Brazil national team, remember, he ain't even number one striker at Brazil. Richarlison's probably the number one striker for Brazil. And he can't really score goals. But something's definitely up with that. But fuck me, how can you consider letting Jesus go when we've only got Eddie and Nketiah? I can't see us doing nothing mad financially in January. Remember, after we spent our 200 mil, we sold a lot of people to get it back to that sort of what our budget is every summer for the last 2-3, that 120, 130. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Ivan Toney is the greatest striker in the Premier League or anything. Watkins got a hat-trick for Villa yesterday. I did say on the show the other night when we were linked with, I think you said Watkins has come out as a big target, and then the Toney talk. I said I'd rather Watkins. He's a more agile, he just seems more natural and free when he roams around on the pitch. Toney's sort of like that muscle, that more of a Giroud kind of player. And I don't think that works for Arsenal with Giroud, and I don't think it'll work for Arsenal with Ivan Toney. I think it's probably slightly better than Nketiah, yes, and it could be better than Jesus. But my main thing is with Jesus, he scored one fucking goal. This is not going to get us a Premier League title, guys. This is why we didn't beat Fulham. Yeah? This is why we didn't beat Tottenham. Please get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. This is why we drop points. But Man City, fuck knows what it is. You know what I mean? Whether the Rodri suspension has derailed them, they lost at home to Wolves. Talking of Wolves, we're fucking linked. And I'm going to get the stream out there again with that fucking Neto again. Guys, why are we linked with this Neto again? He ain't that good. Like, believe in me as well. He ain't that good, this Pedro Neto. Why are we linked with this Neto? Guys, can we please get the likes on the video? Do be subscribing if we're new. The Sunday service is here. Danny AFC TV is back. So let's all embrace. Let's be getting the likes on the video. Where's Lee Akers just talking on the group? Get in a fucking stream. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. So shout out to everyone here. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. John Albi agrees with you, E. If Maddison kept playing this well, he won't be a Tottenham player much longer. Why would that be? Tottenham, I don't know. He's stuck at Leicester for a little while, bros. He's probably getting good money. I can't see him being that Man City level. I can still see them trying to rob you in January. It's gone a little bit quiet. West Ham fan, Phil, can you tell me what's going on with this Lucas Paqueta situation and this betting thing? Because he's playing brilliant, Lucas Paqueta. He's even working harder than I've ever seen him play. Catching the West Ham game yesterday, I see Lucas Paqueta defending deep into the game, the 60th, 70th minute. He's added working hard, like a proper Englishman, but he's Brazilian. So I'm rating this Paqueta. Is Maddison rated highly because he's English? No, bros. No, bros. No, bros. He was a £40 million player and Havertz was 65. So we can start with that sort of comparison. But let me read the whole question. Is Maddison highly rated because he's English? If Jesus scored after robbing him, we would have got slated. If he was that good at Leicester, they would have stayed up. Something is very wrong in the chemistry, bros. I don't know with Leicester. They had the Vardys, they had Iniacho, they had Patson Dakar, whatever his name is. They'd lost heart. Brendan Rodgers possibly could have got sacked earlier. Who knows? That isn't the question here. Like, Jesus would score 0 goals at Leicester, bros. Because obviously, if you can't score consistently at one of the best teams in the world, Man City, and with all respect to Arsenal, a really fucking good team at Arsenal, I'm not questioning Arsenal or Man City or Pep Guardiola or even Arteta. I question Gabriel Jesus. He's got 1 goal, fam. That's probably why we didn't beat Fulham. 1 goal. That's why we didn't beat Tottenham. 1 goal. 1 goal doesn't fucking help in the first 6, 7, 8 Premier League games of the season. He's never going to make the difference. As for Maddison, bruv, it depends what you're comparing him to, bro. Yui, give me a better way to compare him. If you want to compare him to Havertz, bros, he's a much better player. It's fuck all to do with being English, bros. I don't care if you're German, English, or French. Do you know what I mean? But I could have told you in the summer what would have been the better value signing. Who would have had the more sell-on fee if they hit the ground running? Maddison at 40 mil or Havertz at 65? That's my only point. And Maddison was doing all right last year, bros. Do you know what I mean? he started pulling performances together, whether he knew he wanted to leave, blah, blah, blah. Hence his sort of England recall again. Remember, Southgate never liked him. He's a bit cocky, old Maddison. Luton, Burnley, Everton all to be relegated. I'm sure there's a little song to be played from Company. Like, I thought he was going to be a better manager. Everton look fucking doomed. Doomed, I say. Luton, let's see if that little win at Everton yesterday gives them a bit of fucking momentum, but I reckon they're down anyway. Maddison is a bang average player. He's better than Mount. He's better than Havertz. I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean? Listen, it isn't just about that. I'm only digging out the problem of why was Havertz signed? Do you know what I mean? And at 65 mil. And that could derail a fucking team season right now with a couple of injuries and things not going right. Manny, what's going on, my brother? How are you? Maddison was great for us. But last season, he downed tools along with every other player. And that was my answer to UE. Shouts out to you, bro. UE, for whatever happened at Leicester last year, the whole Brendan Rodgers thing, sacking him too late, it all went wrong, innit? But in fact, we've seen better teams. Sorry, with respect, like we've seen a great West Ham team with probably Cole. I know it was a long time ago. Good teams can get relegated. It all went wrong. I don't get it myself. Vardy wasn't scoring no more. I think he wasn't actually playing a lot of times, sometimes last season. But it all went wrong. But Maddison was still, for me, their standout player. Still, if I had to say I'll take one player from Leicester, who else would you have took? Ndidi or Ndidi, down tools as well. The Turkish boy, Shukashu, can't remember, the defender with loads of hair. He kind of got dropped. He's fucked off somewhere now on a free transfer. And the biggest deal was losing old Casper. Like, as Alex Ferguson used to say, fucking a good goalkeeper who fucking give you 12 points a season. There you go. They had that fucking geezer, Daniel Ward or something. Like, what a fucking nightmare. I would have been a better goalkeeper for fucking Leicester than Daniel fucking Ward, with all respect. So these are the levels, guys. A goalkeeper can almost get you relegated. There was a combination of reasons why they were relegated. And I don't blame Maddison, basically, bros. Hold on, so sorry, guys. So, yeah, Paqueta still under investigation, from what I've been told, pal. Yeah, I'm sure he is, but I mean, there's good investigation, bad investigation. If it was bad, like, do you know what I mean? They'll only be terrorising him, getting him banned. I reckon Man City are waiting for him. I don't know what the problem is with Man City for the last 2 games, but I know Pep Guardiola won't allow it to happen from January onwards. Evening, Big D in the chat. It's evening to you, my brother. I was able to watch. Oh, hold on. I was able to watch Bournemouth on Saturday on Twitch too, and it was expected against a team that just hasn't gotten it together under Arteta's childhood mate. Exactly, bros. So even though I didn't think we'll be as comfortable as all that, do you know what I mean? And get Osimhen. Bros, we struggle to bargain with teams. Like, the only team we can do business with properly is Chelsea. We like doing business with Chelsea. It always goes smooth. Gallas, the goalkeeper, Petr Cech, Willian, Havertz. Now, I'm just looking forward already to the window to see what great player Chelsea give us next year. Maybe they've got a surprise for us in January. We've got to help them out with that FFP thing. Like, we like helping out Chelsea. What the fuck have they ever helped us with? But similar. Reason what makes me say that, Osimhen, Napoli are bastards. Do you remember that fucking, is it Fabian Ruiz, who wanted to go to PSG? Fucking hell. Like, bros, they almost got bailiffs at his door to threaten him, bros. Like, I've been hearing slight little stories about that geezer had to fucking get a bodyguard out of Italy. He was actually moving scared of how Napoli were going on because he wanted to leave. Napoli don't play, you know, when a player wants to leave. Look how they went on with Osimhen and them fucking videos they've just put up. They still want to apologise to him. They say there's nothing racist about it and there's nothing wrong. We don't want no one to take offence. Napoli are a different breed of motherfuckers, bros. And I don't think the Edus, the Artetas and the Cronks of the world can actually negotiate with a club like that. But who knows? He has to be on his way out, Victor Osimhen. Saka Hobbling is a concern. He shouldn't play against Lons. Most definitely, bros. Keep him out against Lons. Champions League is important, but Lons are fucking just Lons. Do you know what I mean? But the problem is, who goes on the wing, bros? Who goes on the wing? Is Martinelli or Trossard going to be back? Do you know what I mean? We need a fucking winger, bros. But I've been saying it for so long. I'm not going to try and read that. Some of the teams in the league this year are absolutely shocking. Bros, it happens, mate. This is the big bad world of the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? But why does Ange Postecoglou come in? How many of them signings, I'm saying, was really his? Maddison, possibly. He hasn't got no one on the wings. He didn't really have time to replace Harry Kane. So if you're a good manager, those things can happen. Do you know what I mean? Who has he signed? Who has Tottenham signed? That Bogey or whatever, the fucking black dude that plays left back or whatever, he was a Mourinho, not Mourinho, the other Conte signing, whatever, sent him back on loan. He was a Glob signing. Bissouma's been reinstalled to the team. The goalkeeper wasn't his. That was that Italian fucking mate of Conte that got him in. Ange Postecoglou might have fucking just recommended they sign Maddison. Postecoglou hasn't had a chance to sign people. Has he got a Harry Kane replacement, all that money? No. So, where? Watch out for Totti. Transfer dealings got us relegated. Brendan Rodgers wasn't backed. Yeah, exactly. Like when you lost that season, Casper and that fucked you, man. Do you know what I mean? That really did fuck you. And Casper's really went on to fuck all since. Went to France. I don't know what he's doing right now, the fucking idiot. No, that one's more clear, brubs. He's a geezer that bets against every club. Well, he's obviously a betting addict. He bets against every club that he's played for. He played for Peterborough. He bet against them. He played for Newcastle. He bet against them. He plays for Brentford currently. He bets against them. For me, he's just a strange fucking guy. But safe if you want him, if that's your cup of tea. For me, he ain't my cup of tea. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. Woods versus Warrington, of course, I'll be back on it, bros. I'm back on the YouTube. I'm going to make up for the last few days of no service, guys. Guys, thanks for everyone that has been here tonight. I've always said my Sunday shows can be a little bit quiet in terms of views, and I come back tonight. Good evening, Danny. Glad you're back, my brother. Yep, the best show on YouTube. Thank you so much. That's love and respect, bros. You're just invited onto my YouTube channel anytime. Actually, in fact, talking about people coming on the YouTube channel, I've got a Man City fan coming on for Man City Arsenal. So please, guys, represent Danny AFC TV, but let's hope Arsenal FC represent us and kick the fuck out of Man City. I can't be having a dedicated, passionate Man City fan coming on the channel and we get murked. The best show on YouTube, Maddison. All right, we all know about that. Odegaard is much better, but I would rather him than Havertz. And that's just my point, bros. I was just saying it as £40 million. He's English, so allegedly English tax. If it goes tits up, you know what I mean? You definitely get your 40 mil back. At this moment in time, I definitely don't believe we're going to ever see our 65 mil back on that cunt Havertz. And I agree with you. That was all my point was. There's no point slating it or bitching no more. You know what I mean? I don't know. And yeah, that's it. Maddison, and that's all it was. And especially at the price, 40 mil. But anyway, we don't want Havertz. We didn't need him. We had Odegaard. Perhaps that's why we chose Havertz over Maddison. Because allegedly, he's got more mobility. He plays central midfield. Fuck off. He plays number 10. All right. Winger. Fuck off. Striker. I ain't really sitting there at Arsenal. Because Havertz scored, I will give him the world of good and boost his confidence. What are your thoughts on us consistently changing penalty takers? Well, that was only because of the Saka situation. No, was Saka actually off the pitch at that time? Saka, I believe, will be our number one penalty taker. Odegaard, I have no idea why he took one. He probably just wanted one to look good, make sure he's on course to beat his own personal statistics from last season. Was it 15 goals, 12 assists or whatever? As for Havertz, that was just what they would say, what it says on their tin. They just wanted to give him a bit of confidence, like you say, John Arby, and hopefully that can sort of get him up and running for the season, which I doubt it will. I don't think one penalty is going to change how he plays. But, yep, that's what was happening. And now, Saka's our number one. I don't know. It's Saka and Odegaard going for. That was it. That was just a confidence booster. And yeah, I have no idea what you're saying there, boys. Shouts out to you both. I would like. I think so many. I think it was just a tactic. As we were sailing 2-0. Exactly. We've got to forget about Watkins, and we will make it clear he ain't for sale. Most definitely, but Watkins is an Arsenal fan, and as they say in the trade, player power and everything. Do you know what I mean? But I'm sure he's quite content at Aston Villa on the Emirates. Do you know what I mean? They are going in the right direction. Do you know what I mean? To be honest with you, none of them are the actual answer for me. Not Tony or Watkins. I don't know now, man. I don't know. We were challenging for top four. We won the FA Cup. Our owner part. Yes, exactly. That's what happened. And obviously, I don't say this rudely. His family didn't ever really give a fuck, or whether it was a financial thing after. Before I read the comment, if that owner didn't die, Leicester wouldn't not have been relegated. Because I have to give it to him, man. He fucking seemed to love the club, like, do you know what I mean? Passionate little fucker he was, and do you know what I mean? God bless and R.I.P. But that was the wicked thing that happened to Leicester. Won the FA Cup. Our owner passed away. God bless him. God bless his soul. The board just didn't back Brendan, and unfortunately, we got relegated. Let's hope we can come back. You definitely can, Bugs. Of course you can. I think he's absolutely classy, right? So happy to see him doing well at Villa. I take my hats off to that. So am I, bros. Treated very harshly. Do you know what, Arsenal, bros? It reminds me of the Bruce Rioch situation. If anyone is old enough to ever go back to that situation where Bruce Rioch did get us top four and qualification for Europe at the time, David Platt scoring quite late on. I think it was home to Bolton 2-1. But Bruce Rioch was obviously a stopgap. Obviously, there was the Ian Wright situation that I believe definitely got him sacked. He wanted Ian Wright out because he was racist, and he wanted someone from his own country coming in, Scotland, Billy McGinley from Bolton. That never helped Bruce Rioch. And Emre, obviously, what I'm comparing it to, Emre bitched, didn't it? Pepe, I never wanted. I wanted Zaha. I didn't want Torreira. I wanted Fabinho, the guy who went to Liverpool eventually. I wanted Harry Maguire. Fuck me. Thank fuck for that, though. I never wanted Papadopoulos. I wanted Harry Maguire. Emre saying them things obviously helped get him the sack. You know what I mean? Maybe getting beat in the Cup 4-1. But then again, I don't know. But with Bruce Rioch, it was almost like he was a stopgap. And I'm wondering if Emre was the stopgap. And I'm not going to call Aaron Ramsdale, guys. Don't get your feelings a stopgap. But if you remember, when Arsenal, when Arteta first wanted a goalkeeper at the club, guys, he actually wanted David Raya. And we were quoted too much at the time. So we went for Aaron Ramsdale. There you go. And guess who's now at the club? David Raya. Guess who's dispatched at this moment Ramsdale from the #1 shirt and took it for himself? David Raya. So that one there, he always fancied Raya, Arteta, but settled with Ramsdale for the moment. But was Unai Emery always going to be sacked? What if he won? All right, if he won the league, maybe not. But I believe to a certain extent, Arteta was always destined to be the Arsenal manager. Just like David Dein, etc., always knew Arsene Wenger was going to be our manager. Whether Bruce Rioch won the league or got relegated with Arsenal, I don't believe he was going to be the manager for more than one season. And maybe that's what happened with Unai Emery, unfortunately. Clubs can be bastards. And maybe we gave him the job for one season, knowing that Arteta will break and will become our first team coach. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. I see Cam is in the building. Guys, please get the likes and please get the comments in. Let's start the chat. How you doing, bruvs? Gunner's been called to train. Hold on. Oh, sorry, been called with the Gemma of the Arsenal. Hold on. How you doing, bros? Gemma, right, let's read it here. Gemma's been called to train with the Arsenal. What? The Birds? Are you joking? What? Seriously? Oh, mate, give me some behind. Oh, just tell her when she's there or something. I have to get some behind the change footage, you know what I mean? Or something like fucking good. Not your bird, bros. Get some fucking. Let's see a couple of them Arsenal girls. Can't think of anyone that's actually fit at the top of my head. I don't even know if the Arsenal girls won today. Wow. Is that her surname? That's a bit weird. That would be a bit stalky. Gemma Collins. Huh? Great news to hear. Congratulations to Gemma, and I hope she crushes it. Yeah, bro. Are you talking about to play like Arsenal girls? What the fuck are you talking about, Manny? Because that's really impressive. Manny, Cam, you'll have to get on the phone. Shout out to fucking Gemma. Hats off. Blah. I couldn't believe when I see the score between Villa and Brighton. Who would have thought that? But that's twice. Who else tanked Brighton this season? I was a bit surprised. But then they just come back the next game. I've been surprised. And I'm not going to aim at fucking De Zerbi, but I think that's 2 tankings Brighton have taken this season. It just shows. I do believe Desegri and Brighton play absolutely sort of one way, and maybe when someone knows how to deal with that one way, one track mind thinking of football, they might struggle. And yeah, absolutely, Joe. Shouts out to you, my friend. I'm Barbara. How are you, Joe? I would say losing James Austin for a long chunk of the season didn't help Leicester over. I really rate him as a fullback. There you go. There you go. But again, bros, yeah, out of the three strikers, Patson, Dakar, Iniacho, Vardy, none of them were scoring. Their goalkeeper, they'd lost Kasper Schmeichel. And I never thought Kasper was the greatest goalkeeper in the Premier League, but I knew he was really fucking good. And you realise how good a goalkeeper is when you start seeing them struggling with two other cunts, Daniel Ward and whatever. Wow! Congratulations to Gemma. When did she start that? That's mad. Chelsea did say about Ashley Cole. Says Fabregas via Barcelona. That wasn't Fabregas' fault. He would never have done that. Arsenal had the buyback option, but Wenger said, fuck you. And Oliver Giroud and all those guys went on to win silver with them. Yeah, it hurts saying it, yeah. I suppose. That's fantastic news. Jesus Christ, that's pretty impressive. Gemma must be a fucking good footballer because this women's shit is fucking pretty serious these days. Wow. Is Desegri slightly overrated? I don't know. We'll find out because juggling. Come on, look at West Ham juggling European football and the league last season. They finished 14th. I don't believe they're going to finish 14th. I know Man United ain't on form or whatever, but look at the way they always seem to go and handle Man United. Quickly, Brighton news. Have you seen the news from Barcelona tonight, guys? Ansu Fati is available permanently. That this loan to Brighton was only to basically enhance his transfer fee, like Arsenal done with Florian Balogun. I don't think he's overrated. Like, come on, bro. He didn't have millions to spend in the summer. Considering when a club gets into Europe for the very first time, I thought they might have got one or two, not marquee signings, not Victor Osimhen. Come on, guys. Not nothing crazy. But I thought the Madisons of the world they might have been interested in. I thought they'd have finally got a striker better than Danny Welbeck. So no one actually knows the truth, like between Desegri and the Brighton owners. But with how Desegri walked into the job and got them into Europe for the first time and the way they're playing football, I thought it'd have been slightly more backed in the summer. Who knows? Maybe it's hard to get a certain caliber of footballer to Brighton Football Club. I don't know. Only Desegri could tell you this. Do you know what I mean? But I think he's still a fantastic manager. Come on, when you look at the Brighton 1 to 11, do you know what I mean? You have to be honest with yourselves and think, well, how many of them are game changers if we brought them to Arsenal? That's unbelievable news. Feeling very fresh, Danny. We didn't do this much. Didn't do too much this weekend. I had the grandchildren over, but they all do is sit on their phones. Yeah, bruv. This welcome to the new age. I am of chef, as you know, and I used to work with a couple of Italians, Davide and Antonio, and they used to be offended almost. We used to, because it's an open kitchen. They were like, "Hey, Danny, why do these English cunts, like that's what I mean, they'll call them cunts, like they don't understand." He goes, "I see English people on the bus eating the McDonald's or the sandwich or the Costa coffee." He goes, "In Italy, food, we take it. It's a big thing. We sit for the table, we break into the bread." And I was like, maybe we're too busy in London and England, bros. I don't know. I take your point. He goes, "Look at these two people." It was a man and a wife, or a boy and a girl. It looked like a couple. And they're sitting there taking pictures of their food first, and then on their phone, they're posting the picture of their food that we've just presented to them on Instagrams and Twitters and Snaps chats and Tosser chats, whatever. My point being is, you don't bring the phone to the table if you're Italian. My mother, God bless her, or my papa, they will cut your hand off. They will cut your cazzo off. So I don't know, like, there's certain things that are more accepted, even though it's a bit of a weird way to put it, Joe, and some things that are not. Kids these days actually just do sit on their fucking phones, bro. Social media, WhatsApp, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck knows, it's all changed. You know what I mean? Welcome to the world of internet, the phone, and whatever. Look what happened when we first got into Europe. That it nearly relegated us. Now we've learned how to handle it. Bang! And that's what I'm talking about with Brighton. So this is the thing with Desegri. He hasn't got, even honestly, I don't believe he's got as much resources as David Moyes at West Ham. But do you know what I mean? There you go. So that's what I think the problem with De Zerbi is. On the what? No, hold on, guys. Let me just pause that. Right. Go on. Shouts out to Hamza and all the real ones. Just had to send that out. I like that. Man must care about me still. I'm at an age when I have a bus pass, but I don't use it. I'm still able to drive. That's because, bruv, you've lived your life in a very healthy way and everything. Yo, bro, I love that. If you heard what I just said, I love that. Bare concern. I'll shout you straight after the stream. I love it, my fam. Shouts out to Hamza, all the real ones. Shouts out to Easy on that. Luca, what's going on? Yeah, bro, that's what I mean. You've lived a good life, and that's it. You can still continue. You, Barbara, la la la. Do you know what I mean? I'm always okay, bros. I'm just looking for the next games now and wondering how serious we are. I'm happy with the way we performed at Bournemouth, considering what's happened with Saka now. No Martinelli, no Trossard. But we are looking a little bit super thin, guys, and I do worry. Tottenham, as I say, Postecoglou, Ange. I've watched Celtic. That's the Catholic roots in me, isn't it? Like, there you go. That's the Catholic roots in me. I watched Celtic closely for 2 seasons. I knew these Tottenham fuckers were getting a good manager, a guy that plays a brand of football that is attractive. It just shows a no balls. We give 0 fucks. Do you know what I mean? We're going to attack. And I don't believe Ange Postecoglou has had a chance to actually make his own signings at Tottenham. He hasn't replaced Harry Kane. And Maddison seems to be a great player. Their goalkeeper's done all right. But even that's what I mean. Nothing has phased them. We've got an injury to Timber. Havertz ain't playing that well. And I don't know. I'm not so sure about Arsenal. But we're going to be all right. We're definitely finishing top 4. I'll say it now. I'm not being blasted. But David Moyes is a much better manager. Biased, sorry. But I'm saying David Moyes is a much... But what he is, he's much more experienced in England. Come on. He done fantastic things at Everton. I don't really know his managerial career much before Everton. We all know he got the Man United job. Well, we know the Man United job was a fucking poison chalice. So I don't actually, even though I thought David Moyes was a dickhead after his Man United experience, I realise now they've had Mourinho's, Gus Hiddink. Forget who they've had, Erik ten Hag now. What I'm saying is Man United is a fucking tough job to deal with. So I don't blame David Moyes from that. Would I bring him to Arsenal? No. But he's a brilliant manager. He's experienced. And, yeah. Sometimes I think of David Moyes like Benrahma. I thought he was slowing him down at West Ham. He doesn't like the creative players sometimes, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't say he's better than De Zerbi, bro. De Zerbi's done great things in only a couple of seasons. Got to shoot, mate. Working. Watch back later. Thank you very much, Pam. Please put a massive like on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Guys, at this moment, I'm going to get into some news of today. Guys, here we go. What? Right, we'll move past that one. Right, Newcastle. I look at Emil Smith-Rowe, guys. Would any of you now admit it's probably time for him to go? I want Nketiah to go. Oh, wow. Hold on, guys. I need to pause you for 1 second. Guys, hold on. So I've just said I'll send you the link. Like literally, people are like, chat. Well, like I'm not live. I just said I'm going live on YouTube. Sorry, people. Where's that telephone number? Do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new, my brothers and sisters. Shouts out to Hamza, who is one of them deeper Tottenham fans. Hamza, if you're still there, what do you think? Are Tottenham definitely top 4 this season? I didn't, bruvs. Totally late, so I'll start again tomorrow. I'm trying to flip around that clock, bruvs. I never go to sleep till about 5. That's about my time, bruvs. As soon as it starts getting light. But because the clocks go back, because it's today, tomorrow, whenever, do you know what I mean? It's going to get dark at 4 p.m. soon and everything. That will beat me getting back into my schedule, because I always can't sleep until I see it going light. If it starts going light at 3 in the morning or whatever, like I'm always asleep. No, it goes worse for me because it will get darker later. That's the other way around. Things are not bad, Luca. Not bad. I'm worried about Arsenal getting injuries, the Saka situation. Worried about a couple of them things. But let me get into today's news. At Newcastle, looking at Emil Smith Rowe. Arsenal and Man United allegedly are looking. I've mentioned this kid before. His name is Marcos Leonardo. He plays for Santos. He's Brazilian, obviously a striker up in the Brazilian league. Apparently, he can leave this January for allegedly between 20 and 25 million pounds. Arsenal allegedly have offered 20 mil. I'm not so sure about it, but Man United are keeping an eye on the situation. Arsenal and Liverpool have both been linked with Calvin Phillips today. Wow. So now, after seeing Calvin Phillips over the last couple of days, even I'm not so sure about him. But Calvin Phillips has been linked to Arsenal and Liverpool. Guys, would you take Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins? Osman Diamonde, there's definitely interest from Arsenal, but there is from Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, and everyone in the world. Is any of us Arsenal fans losing patience with Eddie Nketiah? Yes or no, people? Is any of us losing patience with Eddie Nketiah? What? People are now confusing the fuck out of me. Wonder why Mills went over in tears yesterday. He's just been told he's got no future at the club and he's fat. Mental health issues over these injuries, something not right. Oh, what? Was he injured again yesterday? That's how I didn't even catch the game. I'm good, thanks. Good, Luca. Glad to hear that. Let me just get a tissue. Glad to hear that, Luca. Shouts out to all the real ones. Do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new to the realest YouTuber in the world. It is Danny AFC TV, of course. Sorry, just quickly. I'm trying to fucking do it. Man, I'm doing a lot here, people. How has everything else been with the real ones? Oh, go fuck yourself. Sorry, guys. People are trying to fucking almost on some bookie one with me. One second. Almost on some bookie one out here. Right. Now my airways seem clearer. I feel a bit bummed up there. Now I can feel I'm breathing more easily. Other news though. Tony asked Brentford for an official transfer in January. Rangers have sacked Michael Bill. Barcelona are going to get João Cancelo on a permanent deal in January. Barcelona have told Brighton they intend to sell Ansu Fati at the end of the season. And guys, I can't believe this missed me. So over the next couple of days, there's going to be another kit review. Arsenal have brought out a fourth kit. But this is what I don't like. So apparently, it is the new... And if anyone's got any information, Manny, Yui, please tell me. So we've brought out a woman's away top, yeah? I don't know if any of you have seen it. I'll get it up for you. We've brought out a woman's away top, but we've brought out a men's as well. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know, some Stella McCartney, whatever it is. I don't know, but it's a fourth kit. Are we actually going to ever wear this? So it is the women's... Fuck you, phone. It is the women's away kit. So that's a women's official away kit, allegedly. But they've brought it out in men's, the exact same. I love it. It's £80. They've also got the... You know what they do? They're like the Players Edition, 110 range. They've also brought that out. Arsenal, you fucking cheeky bastards. But that's another kit I have to buy. I thought I won't go into the club shop because that new fucking training range, all that green shit that goes with a away kit, that green thing, they're all fucking rotten. I don't want none of the training kit like this was last season's training kit. And it's beautiful. And this year's training kit, Arsenal have done us wrong. But I will go get that top. It's 80 quid. But if it's 80 quid, because you know all our training kit tops, and they've got a training top to it, I think it's 50, 55. I'll get that as well, probably. But it's identical, so what's the point of getting both? But are we ever going to use this kit? Does anyone have any information? So it's Arsenal ladies away kit, but they've brought it out for the men. Could be he put on some weight, the fat fucker. Tierney had a big injury at Sociedad. He is plastic. Exactly. Even in a, don't want to say a lesser league, but a league where it's not as tough and rough as the old Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Do you think we get our money back on Tierney? At 25 mil, apart from the injuries. See, brothers, I'm sorry, whether you rate him or not yourself, he's worth 25 mil all day long. And I believe if we didn't try and ask Newcastle for 40 plus £million, we wouldn't be seeing Dan Burn at left back for Newcastle, because I swear that's their weakest link. He's from Newcastle. He's a genuine fucking Newcastle white guy, man. But he's just not good enough. Champions League, title, ambitions. And Tierney, I think, would have fitted in well at Newcastle. Bros, he's worth 25 mil. I'm not going to say he's worth 50 mil or anything else. But yeah, we do get our money back. The only problem is it won't be from Real Sociedad. They can't afford 25 mil. So why did he go there? Was we buttering up Real Sociedad so we can take Zubamendi off them in January? I was expecting a Villa win because they did the trouble over Brighton last season, but not like this. Exactly. But I feel De Zerbi should have been, I don't know, backed or whatever more, given more money. I don't know. Whenever ourselves to blame on the Tierney situation, should never have been a 42 million price tag slapped on his head. Exactly. And that's what we done at the start of the season. Guys, allegedly, I don't know if this is definitely true, but as soon as Balogun got back to the club and AC Milan and Inter and Monaco first approached us over him, we told them in excess of 65 and 70 million for Balogun. Yes. Crazy. Well, there you go. So that's my only doubt on us getting our money back on him. But, I mean, and again, bros, we didn't make him like Chelsea. Any self-respecting club or any good owner or any director like Edu in his position, the director of football, whatever you want to call him, when any player goes on loan out of Chelsea, whether it's Hudson-Odoi, they extend his contract by a year. If Conor Gallagher was to go out on loan again, they'll extend his contract by a year. That's what any club does. That's what really protecting a player's value is. Ansu Fati, I don't know factually, but I bet Barcelona extended his contract by a year. Maybe they didn't. Maybe he's got a long enough contract. Who knows? But we didn't even extend his contract. So that shows me the idiocy of our board. Like, if you're not going to fucking extend the contract on a player, you clearly want him gone. He's had injuries ever since his Celtic days. Made of glass. Exactly. So he's just one of them players. I love to see it. But they can't financially afford him. I've said that about Scottish clubs. Not his wages, not a transfer fee, nothing. Done. It makes me wonder where some of the money does go in Scotland. What? I'm going to come back to you after my live. 1 minute. I really don't understand. Please just call me after my live. I have no idea what you're talking about. Danny, I know a site where you can get that kit for £12. Yeah, it won't be fucking real though, bros. I can never do it, bros. I can never do it. I'll always go to the Arsenal shop. I don't even buy Arsenal merchandise from anywhere else. Like, say Arsenal, well, Arsenal don't run out of anything, but you know what I mean? I wouldn't walk in on the launch of a kit and buy it from fucking JD or Foot Locker. Now, that is one way I would get rid of that bastard. Shouts out to you, the boss man. Boss, boolala. Boss, boobla. That's one way I would get rid of Nketiah, and that's the only way I'd bring Tony to the club. Because I don't bring him to this club for 60, 70 million pounds. If you can get Eddie Nketiah the fuck out of this club, yeah. But we'll fuck that up. Because we'll say, well, Eddie's now got into England team. He's worth 40, 50 million pounds. Brentford will say a big fuck you. Turning with an extra. So his contract terminated. It shouldn't be as deep as that, but with these injuries, like, I don't know. But I never even heard of the injury. Another great save with his feet and hands and Saturday's clean feet again. Exactly. He is a good goalkeeper. Let's see if now he can now force himself and become an international goalkeeper. Oh, fucking hell. So sorry, people. Right, let me just forget my phone for 1 second. Shouts out to everyone. Danny AFC TV on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Get me on TikTok. That's beginning to go all right. Shouts out to Jean RB on that, because I just put like literally a picture out there and with the link for this live stream. But yeah, is this Arsenal kit a new Arsenal kit? Can we use it? It's allegedly the women's away top this season, but I kind of like it. I like pink in it. I'm in touch with the old Fenham side, so I've got to get that kit. By £80, I'm pissed off. Why? You got problems with Areola? He's dispatched old Fabianski, innit? So I don't think there's a big problem with him. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Is anyone losing patience with Nketiah? Osman Diamonde, the 19-year-old Sporting Lisbon centre-back, definitely is now making up waves up over there. Someone's going for him in January. Ivan Toney or Watkins, guys. Arsenal and Liverpool are keeping a close eye on the Calvin Phillips situation at Man City. Santos striker Marcos Leonard has been linked with Arsenal and Man United. Some sources are suggesting we've already been 20 million for the striker. Newcastle are looking at Emil Smith-Rowe. And Pedro Neto has been linked with a move to Arsenal Football Club. This is not next level for me. This is another Trossard. Another guy that can play left, right wing, probably go up front. We need bigger than them kind of signings. Neto, if we got that in January, that's another Trossard for me. John RB. He's not injured now, though, is he? Is he? I don't know. He's had a great start to life in Spain, and he kept Dumfries quiet in the Champions League. Well, John RB said he is injured. Damn, he is. Never question John RB. He's as fast as Superman out here. As fast as lightning. And Manny, that's the truth. He always picks up something. Lucas Paqueta, guys. Could Newcastle go in for him? Do they really want Emil Smith-Rowe? Or will Man City go and take Lucas Paqueta in January? I do have a feeling on this. This striker, Santos striker, Marcos Leonard. I've reported and talked about this kid on my channel before. I don't know. This Brazilian league here is always kind of predominantly been taken apart. If anyone is good from... sorry. If anyone's good in the Brazilian league, Barcelona, Real Madrid seem to take him immediately. Look at Endrick. Endrick ain't even allowed to leave Brazil until he's 18. They signed him as a 16-year-old. I'm almost saying and suggesting, if you're left at 18, 19, 20 and playing Brazil, you might not be that good. Oh, dear. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. But my first point about the whole Tierney loan transfer to Real Sociedad is, even if he wins, loses or draws and plays every single game for them, which obviously he ain't now, Real Sociedad ain't got 25 or 30 mil to give us. To answer Newey's question, it was just they wanted him out of the club. It was bullshit. He needed first team football. He could have got enough at Arsenal. Look how many injuries we're picking up. Looked great against Brentford and Bournemouth and should have scored against both of them. I'd be gutted to see him leave, but I just don't know if he'll have a good career. I just don't know that he'll have a good... But sometimes you need to get away. I don't know from this Arsenal thing. Look at Balogun. You know, I'm not saying he's going to have a great career, but it's better than what was going on at Arsenal. Brother, if it wasn't for the Martinelli or Trossard injuries, look, brother, Keir Havertz is a central midfielder over him. He would pick Vieira in central midfield over him. Whether it's mental health, whether he's shagging too many girls, whether it's he's too fat, something's going on. Like I'm beginning to suspect of Gabriel Jesus. I keep thinking Nketiah's getting more minutes than him. We'll have to see when Trossard and Martinelli are back and who he plays as a name. For quite a money incoming, Rice money is still in the bank. We sold Rice and are now playing better football. Do you genuinely believe you are playing better football without Rice? No way. I think you'll miss Rice more when Arsenal kick the fuck out of you this season, when Man City kick the shit out of you, when Liverpool kick the shit out of you, when probably Tottenham kick the shit out of you. That's when you're going to miss Rice, bros. Rice at 105 million. Yeah, it was expensive. He doesn't score. He doesn't assist. He's not naturally blessed like a Lionel Messi with skill and talent. But what he does, bros, for a football team, yeah? And not every football team would have needed that. Arsenal needed it. Man United needed it. Someone to control and manage a midfield. Let's say if God blesses us, we're 1-0 up against Man City and Declan Rice is in good health. Hopefully we won't have Havertz alongside him, yeah? What I'm saying is we will now know how to manage a game better this season. Xhaka was done with just throwing a stupid tackle. Rice is cleverer and more experienced than that. Thomas Partey... Well, he's injured at the moment. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what to say about Thomas Partey. I believe we want him out of the club, but he had an iffy end to the season last year. I'm not blaming him for that. But what I'm saying is with Declan Rice, I believe you'll never get, you know, a cunt performance out of him. 4 out of 10. He knows how to put in a shift. He's brilliant at reading a game. He intercepts and slows down play and attacking threats so well. Was that worth 105 mil? Only you guys can decide. For me, it was. Forget the English tax. Forget he could be England's next captain. He's genuinely a guy who knows how to boss, run, and control a midfield. If you put anyone alongside him with intelligence, a defensive-minded or an attacking-minded midfielder, but as long as they know how to do both, Declan is fine. Seriously, just put him in front of a defence and just say, "Come have a go if you think you're hard enough." Because Declan Rice is that good. It was harsh to have to pay £105 million for a midfielder that doesn't score, doesn't assist, isn't very skillful. But Arsenal needed a guy just like this. And you'll all see that 105 million was money well spent. You've got two left backs, so I thought Moyes don't make mistakes in the transfer market. What about Emerson? What about Cresswell? Is Tierney, in your opinion, better than them two? I think he is. Plenty of so-called Arsenal fans were complaining when Super Mikel loaned out Tierney. Laugh out loud. I bet they have egg on their faces now. Some were saying Arteta out because of that loan. Well, it wasn't that, bros. I was angry. I never said Arteta out. I would say Arteta out every day of the week because I think he's a prick at times. I'm saying, Gospala, please, you've got to give me a genuine answer here. I'm going to give you a genuine reply to this message. Does Arteta always do the best by Arsenal Football Club? Yes or no? You could look at the Aubameyang. I know he wasn't scoring goals, but you're the guy that gave him $350 a week and blah, blah, blah. We weren't scoring goals. Lacazette got one goal all season. And that was probably a fucking accident. The Guendouzi thing I'll let go, but is he better than Lokonga? For me, he probably is. Yeah? You let him go for peanuts and bought Lokonga for 70.5. With Zini having a bit of an injury record last season with us, being caught out a few times, was letting Tierney and Tavares go for no transfer fee actually the best for Arsenal Football Club? No, it wasn't. Especially with no kind of loan player or no inkling of a Reece Waters or whatever his name is coming through the academy, or that Sousa kid who is a left back, and I don't believe he went on loan. I've moaned so much about two strikers at a big club like Arsenal. And we're in the Champions League, we've still got two strikers, but you can't go into a season with just one left back, bro. What are you going to do? Put Jacob there? I hate putting centre backs at left back. Tommy Yasu is half acceptable. Like, fuck. He just appreciate minutes. I don't care if you're getting 27, 28 and you first team football. If a team don't want to buy you, fuck you. You're staying. Even Tavares, let one of them go. So I'm just annoyed that Zini could get an injury right now and we ain't got a fucking orthodox left back in the club, bros. So Mikel should have never done it, bros. He obviously fell out of him. He might have fallen out of Gabriel Jesus, bros. I'm hearing all sorts. So Arteta, as much as he's a novice and he's improving day to day as a football manager, he's still got that little, like, the ruthlessness of the rare thing, sweet. But keep that consistent. It's like VAR and that Liverpool-Tottenham goal. VAR has got to be fucking consistent. So if you're going to drop Ramsdale after he's been okay at the start of the season for me, got into the England national team against Scotland, whether he's number one for England or not, only the next England games will decide. Who knows? I actually fucking don't care. Well, he obviously ain't if he ain't Arsenal's number one. But if he's got that ruthless streak, he's got to have the same with these pricks up front, not scoring goals. One goal from Jesus doesn't win you a league so far. I know he's going to score more than one this season. But his one goal hasn't made us top of the league, has it? Eddie's fucking massive 2 goals hasn't made us top of the league, bros. So, boss man, please reply to me. What do you think? It wasn't life or death, but if you haven't got the money to sign Ray and you've got to get him on loan, etc., maybe you should let both your left backs go, especially on loan. Bros, we tried to get too much money when teams wanted to sign Tierney. 42 mil we asked Newcastle for. We asked Inter Milan for 65 for Florin Balogun. That's fucking crazy money. I don't know if it's because he hasn't been playing consistently, but something at Will Smith isn't right. Just doesn't look right. Yeah, bros, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. He ain't playing minutes, bros. Vieira plays central midfield ahead of him. We signed Keir Havertz at 65 mil to play central midfield, I suppose, ahead of him. Odegaard ain't going to get replaced by him. So if he ain't going to get minutes or isn't really trusted by the manager, maybe that's the problem with his mental health or whatever's going on with him, God bless him. Let Tony go. I'll never apologise for wanting what's best for. And that's what I've just said to the boss man. He hasn't replied so far. Maybe he's typing. The Tierney thing was just because, obviously, yeah, he didn't like him. It wasn't the best for Arsenal Football Club. If you get 25, 30 mil of your money back, I agree selling, but you keep Tavares. Or you use someone at 25, 30 mil to bring the level left back. Exactly. But that was more because he wanted Guendouzi at the club so fast. Do you know what I mean? Which I thought was a bit of spite and a bit out of order. Guys, I'm going to get out of the stream shortly. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. Let me get a quick fresh drink. Fresh drink. Soft drink. Let's get one of these. Absolutely love this stream tonight, guys. Thanks to Manny, to Jean RB, to Yui, to the boss man, to Joe Montana, everyone who's been in the stream. Time to head to sleep. Manny, any final thoughts before you go? A good night to you, my brother. And tell me, if you're coming in, when's your next watch along with Danny AFC TV, man? Invite yourself. You can tell me anytime and jump in on, bros. And good night, Manny. So, yeah, guys, any final thoughts before I go? 1 hour on the clock. Shouts out to all the real ones. Do be subscribing if you're new. I say Arsenal need 5 key positions. If we could fix 2 of them in January, I'd be very proud of Arteta, Edu, the Kronkers, etc. For me, because Tierney isn't wanted at the club, yeah, because of the Ramsdale situation, I reckon we're going to sell Ramsdale. We need a backup. We'll feed a backup keeper. Ramsdale's still there. We need a left back. We need a centre back, Osman Diamonde. We need a midfielder. Yeah, and we've been linked to all sorts of central midfielders today. We need an orthodox winger and a striker. That's 5 key areas. If we could fill 2 of them in January, I'd be reasonably happy with that. We should have gone and thrown 30 million at Chelsea for Lukaku, which is a strange one. I never wanted Lukaku as my number 1 choice, but considering we throw all sorts of money at them for, I don't know, Peter Cech, fucking David Luiz, fucking, I don't know. It wouldn't have been the worst move we done with Chelsea. We threw 65 for Havertz. We need a real number 9 for fuck's sake. A real number 9 will be hard to find in January. Ivan Toney is very realistic. I don't even think Watkins. I don't think Emery would let him out of Villa in January. So what would you do about a number 9 instantly, Daniel He? Shouts out to you, brother. Shouts out to Daniel He, our German correspondent. Shouts out to you, my brother. But who could we get? I know Daniel RB, but short term could have done a deadline deal. Or even the guy that's at Inter Milan right now, the French guy. He was on a free, man. Thuram, or not Thuram. Was it Thuram? It was some fucker, son. Went to Inter Milan, French striker. Do you know what I mean? He was on a free, smashing it in Germany. There was a few options in the summer. We had our own goal scorer. We had Balogun, but we cashed in on him. So I don't know what Arteta and Edu's plan is with that. Like, obviously, we just want 2 strikers. So maybe if Nketiah was sold, maybe we'd bring in Ivan Toney. Who would you say can fill that role? I'm not sure about Ivan Toney, Daniel He. I don't think you can get Victor Osimhen in January, etc. But then again, considering the videos that Napoli posted, who knows? Maybe you can. Shouts out to all the real ones. Please be hitting the like buttons, guys. I'm confident if we got Lukaku, he'd had more goals than Eddie and Jesus. So am I, to be honest with you. He's very strong, Rose. Very strong, and he's still quite quick. Again, he's got between 75 and 80 international goals. I don't care if you played against Gibraltar. Eddie Nketiah will never score 80 international goals. Lukaku will. Lukaku has. Danny, I just answered your question, but you never read it. Where is it? Brother, you must have... Oh! No, you haven't, bros. You must have said shit or fuck or something YouTube don't like. I promise you, bros, as God is watching me, that's your last comment. I never ignore no one. These are all the comments in order. So type it again. I'm begging you. I'm not even going to click the finish button. I'm not going to go off live until you reply. Look, there's the next one after that. That's the next one. That's the next one. That. Bros, YouTube do watch me very closely. And sometimes if you say something, not that I don't like, that YouTube don't like, they will not show it. My shows, my lives are watched very closely. And I know that factually. If you said something political... Bros, I don't want to get into what you can't say on my channel, but Lee Akers can tell you, you know what I mean? Please type it again, bruv, because that's all I've got from you, my G. I ignore nobody. We need a real 20 goal a season striker would solve so many problems. But I'm hearing we might go after Pedro Neto in January. I'm not saying he's just a striker, but again, that's not the level we need. We keep going for players of levels of here now. We need that. That's how we improve as a football club, Daniel He. And if I genuinely thought we were waiting for a striker, it would have been the summer that we would have done a deal, not just get rid of fucking Florian Balogun. We kept the same two cunts that didn't score the season before. Couldn't get over 10 goals fucking individually in the Premier League, and that was Jesus and Nketiah. So Arteta didn't feel there was a need to buy a striker in the summer. He spent 65 on Havertz rather than buy a striker. So I'm not sure a striker is in their thoughts or plans. I know we need one. I think we're Arsenal Football Club. We're back in the Champions League. Surely we should have more than 2 strikers at the football club. Or am I just stupid and a fucking idiot for saying it? I don't know. I don't think any big club would buy any of the 2 cunt strikers that we've got. Jesus or fucking, you know what I mean? I think Jesus is punching above his weight, been going from Man City to Arsenal. That's just my opinion. All I know is he don't score enough goals. He's got 1 this season. We need more. We need more instantly. We needed 1 against Fulham. We needed 1 from Jesus against Tottenham. Didn't happen. We drew 2-2. Do you get my point, guys? Final answer. We can all agree we improve our short term. And I definitely agree with that. But listen, let's just speak to the truth. Arteta doesn't buy people with personalities, people that have got mouths. Do you know what I mean? Because he could be overruled in a changing room argument. Arteta does buy nice guys. And that is something I can say, again, factually. Allegedly, before we wanted Havertz, we wanted Mason Mount. Man United come in and we didn't want to do a battle with them. It was weird. It was fucking weird. I don't want Mason Mount either, basically. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck? It seems like we go for players that no one else wants. Do you know what I mean? No one else wanted Havertz. Fuck off if anyone says Real Madrid. Don't be ridiculous. Go look at their fucking team sheet. They don't need Havertz. And we'll see going forward if we get into the battles. Like, say there's, I don't know, an Arda Güler. It could have been Endrick from Brazil. Any young kid that the big clubs like Real Madrid or Barcelona are looking at. From young, we don't get involved. Arda Güler went to Real Madrid. Endrick went to Real Madrid. Do you get my point? Spanish clubs hasn't got the same amount of money as Premier League clubs. It shouldn't be a financial situation. If there's a young kid coming through from Brazil or Turkey or wherever, Arsenal should be on it. We're not. Why? That Havertz money, you could have got Madison and Lukaku. Maybe, or close to it, I agree. Our best scorer this season tells me enough. If Saka is our best scorer, yeah, exactly, and he probably will be, bros. God willing, with on injuries and everything, Saka will be our top scorer because Jesus and Nketiah are both shit, bros. I can promise you. I can watch Nketiah all day long, bros. Football games are 90 minutes, yeah. That cunt could play the same fucking game for 3-4 hours. He still won't score a fucking goal. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Watkins has already got, and I don't want or say Watkins is the answer, the Aston Villa striker. He's already got 2 hat-tricks. Nketiah's got 2 fucking goals. Like, fuck me. Can none of you see it? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not Daniel He, the guys that say we need a striker, but I'm saying, who is it going to be? I don't think Ivan Toney is a 25 goal a season striker. If we're going to bring in someone that gets 10 a season like Nketiah, bollocks, fuck it, keep him. Exactly. And Neto is another player. You won't get the Man Cities, the Man Uniteds, the Chelseas, the Liverpools trying to sign Pedro Neto in January. But fucking bollocks, guess what? Arsenal probably will try and sign him. Do you get my point, people? Why? Wow. Just said the same thing at the same time. Exactly, bros. Great fucking minds think of fucking like. What can you say? That's why me and you told everyone. We told Twitter, we told YouTube, we told everyone about Ange Postecoglou. My one caution was he didn't clock it in the European competition with Celtic. And let's see if this all guns out, all out attack situation will work in the Premier League. So far, so fucking good. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? What we got coming up this year? Conor Gallagher, Broja. Thank fuck Pulisic has already gone, so would have probably been after him. Do you know what I mean? Who could we go for? That's play for Chelsea in January. Why do I think we're going to do more business in them? Interesting point, though. That 65 million could have been. Look at Dominik Szoboszlai, whatever the fuck you want to call the Hungarian. Look at him at Liverpool. Don't tell me that Havertz at 65 million was better than a 60 million pound signing. No one can ever tell me that to my face or on my YouTube channel because you're talking bollocks. No one can tell me to my face that Maddison is a worse investment than Kai Havertz. Bollocks. Do you know what I mean? Boss man, what are you saying? Right, Danny, I said that Arteta, see, Buzz, it wasn't there, I promise you. I said that Arteta does not always do the right for the club, maybe due to his lack of experience in management. But within time and maturity, he will come good, I take it, with less mistakes, my friend. And I get that, brother. But no, some of them is stubbornness. And yes, everyone learns. Bros, we're in a higher position. We're not finishing 8th. I totally understand and respect that. But even down to just the summer gone, 65 mil Havertz, I'm not blaming him. You can't blame him for Timber getting injured. Brilliant. Rice, piece of fresh air. I do question the Havertz. Yeah. The Balogun situation did piss me off. He obviously, bro, if he doesn't like a guy, Balogun was never going to play for us again. Yeah? It was pretty simple. And Tierney, if we couldn't get a fee, was going to go on loan. So even though you're agreeing with me, that's just a stubbornness from a manager. That's a thing you're born with. A different kind of ruthless streak pissed me off. Pissed me off. Got suck at guards, so you're never going to play again. And that's what Arteta's mentality is like. If Gabriel Jesus didn't turn up to training tomorrow in the exact attire that Arteta wants him to wear, he probably won't play for Arsenal very much again. I don't know. I would have kept one of our left backs. I don't believe in 10 years' time he'll do the same thing. Because if you can't see that a Premier League and a Champions League club as big as Arsenal needs more than one fit and able left back at the club, bruvs, you're never going to learn. That was a spiteful decision. Unless Edu and the Kroenkes held a gun to his head and said it's a financial decision, we're not going to get a fee, we don't want to pay their wages, then I stand down on what I say. But I don't believe that's true, and neither do you. We can afford to keep Tierney, even though he was on 110 grand a week. Or Tavares, he was on peanuts. We didn't keep him either. So, bros, that's just a little prick cunt streak that he's got, and that is never going to fix up. To be honest with you, I don't agree with your last bit. It will get better with experience and blah, blah, blah. He might become a better manager with experience and maturity. But if you're not mature enough to know that a Premier League club, and I want you to reply to this, and I will get off my live now, yeah? A leopard doesn't change their spots. I don't like old-fashioned from a million years ago sayings, but there is the old-fashioned saying, a leopard doesn't change his spots, yeah? Arteta won't change his spots. Do you know what I mean? If he's made a mistake with a £65 million marquee signing at Havertz, he'll keep playing him in the central midfield. Why not try him up front? I don't know. Do something else with him. Or just fucking drop him. Do you know what I mean? Fuck it. Vieira's another bit of a blowjob signing at 35 mil. But he needs a few more fucking games and a bit of consistency before we can say this guy's shit. Get him out of the club. What did he ever see in Nketiah and Nelson to give them 100 grand a week? Fuck knows. Big up Van Persie on what he said about Arteta. Absolutely spot on. Well, yeah, basically, you know what I mean? You can't bring a novice in to do a man's job, you know what I mean? Arsenal isn't a club that deserves or warrants a novice as manager. So I make Van Persie absolutely spot on. That's why Van Persie left Arsenal. Because he's got that ruthless winning mentality. And he knew if he went to Man United, he'd win silverware. He went to Man United, he was a player of the year, 25 goals, won the league. Didn't do that in fuck knows how many seasons at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? He's a blowjob, bros. He's a blowjob. But as I'm saying, you know what I mean? The buck lies with other things, you know? I will check after live. I must have saved one for me. But you're not a serious person, so why would you always text me saying bollocks, man? You're not serious. A leopard will not change his spots. Oh, sorry, someone's just commented at me on my phone. Shouts out to John Arby. So, bro, if you're not experienced enough now to know that a big club like Arsenal should have more than 2 strikers, we could have had Balogun, but he sold him for 38 mil. Could have had Tavares or Tierney as a backup to Zinni this season, but no. And after the Timber injury, you could have tried to loan a backup. I don't know. A leopard don't change his spots. Us saying that Ward-Prowse was a class touch, I can't believe no one else is in for him. Very true, bro. Very true. I like Ward-Prowse. Do you believe Emre would do more damage with our current squad? Well, he loved Martinelli. He loved Saka. Odegaard, you know what I mean? He would let Odegaard need to do what he's got to do. No defensive duties, do you know what I mean? Just attack, assist, like on Mesut Ozil. And I don't believe he would let Jesus or Nketiah have 10 goals in a season and then not sell or buy more talent at the next available window. I don't know, bros. He got 1 year. And in 1 year, he got to 5th, do you know what I mean? And to a final of a European competition. If that was your first year, bros, I'd have enjoyed to see the 2nd and 3rd. I'm afraid we're never going to see or know what the outcome would have been. My answer is just yes. He wouldn't have bought Saliba like he did. And we were forced to let him go on loan the first season, but Saliba would never have fucked off for another 2 years on loan. He'd already been touted as the best defender in the world right now with them extra 2 years under his belt. I don't know. He's more ballsy than Arteta, and he's more fair. And he won't sell or loan 2 left backs when he's only got 1 at the club. So he's more intelligent, you know what I mean, than Arteta already. And yeah, I agree with that. He's more intelligent than him. There's no way a manager like Emre would let us go through a season of just Jesus and Nketiah, especially when the pricks ain't scoring. Remember in January last year when we spent 52 on Jacob, on Trossard, and on the cunt Jorginho, I swear to God, Jesus has just come back from injury and Eddie wasn't really scoring that many goals up front. We only had 1 available striker at some points in January, I'm pretty sure. But he decided to sign Trossard and Jacob. I believe at that moment we could have lived without both of the cunts. None of them propelled us or perplexed us or got us to a league title. We were top when all them 3 cunts coming in January. And by a very good margin. There's me loading up the guns. But then we fucked up. So yeah, just bigger and better signings, bruv. We all have stubbornness. I get it. But it's got to be consistent. If you sign a guy for 65 mil and he ain't playing well in central midfield, be stubborn. And I know we did drop him for Vieira, but we'll see again over the coming weeks. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be consistent with it for me, bro. Ben White has a couple of shockers dropping for Tomiyasu. No, it's because he bought the cunt as a 50 million centre-back. So he must accommodate him anywhere. If it's left back, right back in goal, Ben White must play. Because he spent 50 mil on him. Be consistent with it, my brother. You know? That's all I'm asking. It's a piece of consistency. We are all human. Hold on. And something you cannot change in a person. Well, there's the leopard won't change your spots. So, bro, coming into a Champions League, a vital season next season, and I believe that we need, say it's a right-back situation now, but we've only got 1. Timber. He'll do it again. Because if he wanted to sell Tommy, he upset him, didn't have the right collar on it, training. Bang! You're out, you cunt. I believe there's worse things going on at the club or the world rather than just being silly, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying he's done anything because of a dicky bow tie, but come on, man. There's too much evidence to suggest that is it for the best of the club or has that footballer annoyed him personally? And I believe the footballers annoyed him personally. The Balogun, the Guendouzi, the Tierney. Do you know what I mean? the Tavares. Most certainly Saliba, for whatever he done. In the 45 minutes he played for him and then went out on loan. He played Wimbledon. I think we won like 4-2. Saliba played 45 minutes. Bang, out on loan. Boss man, there is a difference between stubbornness and arrogance. And that's what I mean. Or the leopard won't change his spots. Because again, if you're not intelligent enough to know that a big football... But Villa has 2 left-backs, right-backs. Fucking Burnley probably has 2 left-backs, right-backs. So if them managers know that you need 2 left-backs in a Premier League season without the Champions League, like, you can't learn that as you go along, in my opinion. There you go. You just can't learn it. It wasn't me trying to be funny or be disrespectful to you, boss man. I'm just saying you can't learn. So you first answered that question by saying, give everyone time, maturity, and blah, blah, blah. But you've slightly changed it to stubbornness. Maybe you can't change that in a person. So that's what I mean. It's consistency. And I'll call Arteta out on that every day of the week. I suspiciously suspect there's something going on behind the scenes with him and Jesus. Because Frank Jesus, like, I know he was slightly injured at the start of the season, whatever, but when Martinelli and Trossard are back, we'll soon see. Do you know what I mean? Who he wants as his number 9. Why do I feel he's edging towards Nketiah? What? Because he's got double the goals than Jesus this season. 2. I mean, there is a difference. Maybe I'm going back on myself. Sorry. Guys, I've got to start turning into my phone soon. I can't listen to voice notes. It's hard to say, Daniel, because I don't think Emre would have most of these players that are currently playing. I'm going to get off the live in a second. There's no mistake, bros. Remember, especially my channel, it's fair. I clip everyone's messages. This ain't one where you have to donate to my channel or I don't listen or talk to you. It is all about opinions. Oh, God. Fuck. Oh, God. Sorry, I just received something on my phone. Gonna have to go, guys. Hour and 22 in. Jesus Christ. I can't believe what I've just seen. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Hold on. Oh, it's not. But you kind of knew it anyway. Oh, sorry. I'm replying. I'm talking out loud to my phone. Do you want a brother finally? When I'm not going to say shouts out to anyone on this, but when deeply, probably in the heart, you know something for a long time or for years, there's probably no point getting pissed about it now. Yo, let me finish my live. I'm going to call you, yeah? Where's my phone? Doing the booky little prick. Clear everything off my screen. Right, no problem, bros. I'm not saying that was bad players, but some of them are not Emery-like players. So, yeah, bro, sorry, just before, because my phone disturbed me slightly. It's just all about opinions, and for me, that ain't good enough, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a decent group. Seville, Lons, I'm talking Champions League, obviously, now, and PSV. But there's bigger tests in the Champions League. Like, as soon as we get out of this bastard group, the last 16, bro, it won't be so kind, I don't think. And God forbid we have any injuries, bros, because I don't know. And everything of Arteta, League Cups, whatever, bros, I'd give maybe... All right, he did play that right winger. Fuck knows who he was. But I was thinking more that Nwari, I don't care how old he is. I was thinking more that Dewberry that I've seen. I was thinking, come on, Arteta, give a bit of, like... Because God forbid injuries, like, you know what I mean? Saliba goes down now, we're fucked. I'm not saying we had a central defender, like this is a left winger, Dewberry, or a central midfielder, Nwari I'm talking about, but we ain't been looking shit hot in the central mid. I honestly would have gave him some minutes away to Brentford. Win, lose, or fucking draw. Why would you fucking give him a debut to make yourself look great at 15 and to break records, but never fuck with the kid again? That don't make sense to me. If he was good enough to be on your fucking bench that day he come on, why the fuck ain't he good enough now? Fuck Jorginho. That isn't spoken about enough. We spent 50 million on the centre back when we already had one on loan at Marseille. Yep, a leopard doesn't change his spots. That is the man of the match comment of today. Not just because he's agreed with me, but it's exactly what I'm saying. A leopard don't change his spots. You can't tell me the Greek dude Giolopoulos was better than Saliba. Fuck you. You can't tell me Ben White was necessary over Saliba. Fuck you. You can't tell me Lauren Koscielny, Rob Holding, whoever the fuck he kept on bombing him out the club for, was better than William Saliba. Or you're doing cracking heroin. Again, that wasn't the best decision for the club. I tried to make a YouTube channel about it. Sack Arteta, play Saliba, bring him back from loan. Seriously. Boss man, go look at my streams a couple of years ago. It was nothing but aims at Arteta. I know. Cresswell and Emerson. I told you that half hour ago if you go back in the comments, bros, when you said you might want Tierney. We are also quite well stocked in quality, but we definitely have to strengthen if we get promoted. And that will be the thing, brothers. Your owners need to piss off now because you've still got the same owners, isn't it? With all respect, the Championship is different to the Premier League. Where you have to thank God to your owners is it wasn't a fire sale situation. Or maybe just some of your players weren't sellable. I don't know. Like, Vardy maybe just weren't going to leave. He's 36. That's his club, isn't it? But these guys will get you back to the Premier League. But it's when you're in the Premier League again. But there's a lot of money for going up. So hopefully your owners fucking invest fairly. Welcome. Exactly. Maybe he was being, and I'm not saying it mischievously, maybe he was being sarcastic with the apology. Like, shit, you can't say nothing around here without him or him getting onto you. Maybe that was, my first thought was it was a bit of a sarcastic apology. But that's because I'm a bastard. But, boss man, honestly, it's not about that. This channel especially is based about opinions. No one will mug you off your opinion. Just everyone has theirs, and we're fast enough around here to say it. And in the 3.5 years, Arteta or whatever has been here now, you have to know that Balogun is better than Nketiah. You have to know Havertz wasn't necessary. You have to know we need more than one left back. But anyway, let's not dwell on it. Guys, it has been a fantastic show, which I have fucking enjoyed absolutely immensely. Why is everyone sending me voice notes? Here's another one. Shout out to all the real ones. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Fuck me, people are on status alerts, bliss alerts, everything alert. Bayern just got their what? Just got their Johnny Evans brought back. Boateng. Go on! He's going south as well. They haven't done that, have they? That's why I love our German correspondent, Daniel He. There you go. And that's a lot, even that's a brilliant comment as well, because that has a lot to do with what we're saying. Just sometimes shit not learning. Bringing Boateng back. Kane was a great signing, but bringing Boateng, don't win in the Champions League. Meow, 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 meow. We know they're going to win the German league. When Borussia Dortmund can't fucking be given the fucking German league last year, yeah, it was theirs. Then they shit themselves against, what was it, fucking Freiburg or something. And Bayern are still the champions. Leicester would win the fucking German league or run fucking Bayern close, I guarantee you. Only difference in Evans is not alright. Ooh. Great show. Can't wait for your next. Brothers, they're going to be consistent again. 10 p.m. every night. I'll be doing the Arsenal watch-alongs, and any good boxing watch-alongs that are there, I'll be all over them. Probably from this Saturday boxing, especially the Tyson Furies, etc. of the world. Great show. Can't wait for your next show. And the mistake with that, I spelled Jean Arby's name wrong. Brother, that's not a problem as well. Jean Arby knows who you was addressing. Not a problem. See, that's what I mean. We're not bitches. We won't dig you out for nothing. We're just like, we've got big enough mouths to say what we feel. And thank you so much, brothers. Brothers, you can come on this channel, 50-50 stream. Come on live. and we'll talk all of our Arsenal football and all of our debates. We'll do it live. Good night, boys. Guys, on that note, it is time for me to go. Thank you to everyone. Bossman, Jean Arby, Phil Mitchell, Daniel He, Joe Montana, UE, anyone on my group, guys. Manny has been a part of the show today. Phil Mitchell, UE, I'll say again because I love him. Shouts out to Manny again. Shouts out to Lucas. Shouts out to the Cam. Shouts out to Gemma and some football trials. Shouts out to the Tyler, to Shannon, to everyone, all of the real ones. Please keep it down at AFC TV. Look out for the content all week. Please, man. All of us right now get a like on the video before we go. Have a great night, everyone. Same to you, Joe. Good night, everyone. I'd love to be on your channel, and you can do that, bro. Seriously, message me, Twitter, anything, or just say it on here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be back 10 p.m. And yeah, Champions League. Is it worth covering Celtic this season? Look what final done to them. I don't know. But if Manny fancies jumping in for the next Arsenal European adventure, or even Celtic, because I'm going to start getting bang back on the channel, getting the content pumping, getting the lives going again. And the one mistake I'm making, tragically, on this channel is I'm not downloading videos. Them little 10-minute, 12-minute downloads. Why do you think all them Arsenal fuckers do it? They're smart, innit? But we'll go into that on a different day. But this wasn't based on money and clickbait and blah, blah, blah. Or I'd be doing exactly the same as them. I just realised it is a smart way forward. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, downloads coming up. Watch alongs forever. And yeah, thanks to all you real ones, innit? I do this channel for you, innit? Whether you're Leicester, whether you're Arsenal, whether you're Man U, do you know what I mean? Because I've had all sorts of fans come on this channel, do you know what I mean? Whether they hear all the time or not. But shouts out to all the real ones. Please hit the likes on the video if you are new. Good night, my people. And especially from tomorrow night, we're going to be going live at 10 p.m. on TikTok and on YouTube. You know what I mean? The way forward, TikTok is another fucking good old platform. Shouts out to Jean Arby and that. Guys, good night. God bless and respect. Peace out.